why kaliyuga is such a potent age for spiritual seekers. So you might think, you might feel a little scared and everything around kaliyuga, you know, the kind of narratives is hold and stuff like that. But there is some importance to it. Okay, anything and everything in this universe holds some importance, even waste, even dark. Okay, this universe is so beautiful and sacred. Yeah, I wish I could give my eyes to you all to see how perfectly balanced it is. And you know how nature makes use of anything and everything, even excreta. It makes use of excreta for manure. Okay, it is just so beautiful of a thing, honestly. Likewise, universe also makes use of anything and everything. Okay, universe is so beautiful as a system. Yeah, I mean, no doubt, God is the only creator for it. So, yeah, light and dark has always been there, all right? Have the light and dark is also there in Satya Yuga, is in Dwapar Yuga. By the way, even Greeks say that they have four ages, okay? Greek mythology also talks about the four ages, and Hindu mythology talks about four ages. So Greeks call it like gold, silver, bronze, and iron, and our Hindu myths are like Satyug, uh, Treta, Dwapar, I guess I'm right, and Kaliyuga of course at last. So yeah, yeah. So light and dark have always been there, all right. So, but dark becomes more in Kali Yuga. Why that happens? We'll also come to that. Why dark becomes greater in Kali Yuga? We'll come to that. But yeah, see, we humans, we are vessels. Okay, we are vessels. Whatever we can call on to, we can call on to. If we want, we can call on to the God. We can call on to the light. If we want, we can call on to the dark. Okay, we can call on to anything and everything. We are vessels. Okay, so we create Kali Yuga collectively. We create Satyuga collectively. We create Treta Yuga collectively. It's a collective manifestation of all of us. Okay, somewhere all these things is missing, okay, from our education and our studies. It is so important to understand how we are collectively manifesting things. Okay, so what happens, when there yeah so okay, so let me come to the topic first. Like, I have so many things in my mind right now to talk about regarding these four cycles. It's just all getting a little messed up in my head. Let me just stay focused. And yeah, so why Kali Yuga? Okay, like, why is it good for spiritual seekers? So it is good for spiritual seekers because the more the dark, the more the light can play. Okay, it's like light transmutes dark. Okay, you know how alchemists are, they transmute it. Okay, somebody who is on a spiritual journey must have felt, how they transmute dark. Okay, so it's like a chain. Okay, like someone did bad to somebody, then somebody did bad to somebody, and that somebody gone into a trauma, then that somebody will try to give a trauma to somebody else, and just the cycle goes on. But that cycle stops on a spiritual seeker. Now somebody who really wants to tune in and search for real truth, okay, wants to connect to God, or doesn't want to be a part of this drama, okay, anymore. By the way, when you pass traumas, um, it's just not ex- see, nobody tells us this, but it's like karma is actually a accelerating graph. Okay, it's like accelerating graph. If you do bad to somebody, that somebody is going to do double bad to somebody. You're getting it? Like, if that somebody has taken that bad, of course you have a choice to take that bad or not, or take that trauma or not. If you have taken that bad, and if you choose to give it, not work upon it, but you choose to give it to somebody, then you're going to give it double, then that double, then that double, and it accelerates. Okay, the bad accelerates. Okay, so the cycle goes on. Okay, whereas if you do good to somebody, it's also accelerating. Okay, it is going to come back to you like tenfold, double fold, threefold, whatever. It depends on the kind of purity you have formed within yourself. Okay, the more purer you are, the more you're gonna receive. Okay, yeah, it's so beautiful how universe works. Yeah, I'm just so overwhelmed while making this video. It's so beautiful. Just let me take a breathe in, and wow, universe is so beautiful. So it is formed not only on love, but it is also fair. Wow, so surreal. Why is nobody teaching us that? Maybe we as, I don't know, it's nobody can really teach us that. It's something that we have to experience it, because I know many people around me, they think life is unfair to them. But life is exactly what you made it, dear. It is exactly what you made it. Wow. Wow. Alright. So I was where? Let me focus. So yeah, so when anything bad comes to a spiritual seeker, a seeker is somebody who works on himself. Okay, is a dissolved person. A seeker is somebody who does not have much about himself, does not hold ego. Okay, and he knows how to be dissolved into the nature. Okay. Oh God, I'm sorry for the voice. So, what he will do? He will take that dark, and rather than giving it next to somebody, he's gonna eat it. Okay, it's like eating demons. Okay, somebody who's really an alchemist knows what to do it. Okay, I mm, just remembering an example. I read a book. Let me show it to you. Turning confusion into clarity. Yeah, by Yonge Mingu Rinpoche. Turning confusion into clarity. So I read this book, and this man, he's a Buddhist monk, and while he was a child, he used to get panic attacks. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, of course, he he was influenced by, you know, he was influenced by his father or something like that. Whatever it is, he chose to sit with it. He chose to sit with his panic attacks. You know, and I'm just so sorry about the background voice. Bear with me. So, he chose to sit with his panic attacks, and gradually he used them to meditate upon it. All right. So, it's, yeah, so he chose to meditate upon these things. Okay. And so, what does this signify? What does this signify? He basically ate those demons. Alright? I mean, rather than giving it further and creating on more karma, collectively, personally, in every which way, rather than doing that, he broke the cycle. Okay? And he ate the demons. Okay? And he converted it into light. And I also had an experience like that. I mean, not my panic attacks, but there was something else that I was really focused upon. And I don't know, it just helped me to meditate in my meditation. Okay, just help me pick up on that focus. Okay, though meditation is basically no focus, but sometimes we just need one focus. I don't know, I cannot really, but I understand what he is trying to say. Okay, because I also had that kind of an experience. Sometimes, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं ध्यान लग जाना. So I also had that kind of an experience, and it was not something very positive of something I was feeling, but I fixed onto that my feeling, and it just helped me to meditate. It helped me to, you know, जिसे हम कहते हैं ध्यान लग जाना. So yeah, it happened for me. So by the way, meditation stuff like that, like it's just not um, it's just not what you think it is. All right. Yeah, and it is not a very big thing. Meditation is not a very big thing, honestly. I mean, of course it's a big thing, but I mean, it's not the only thing that people think. Yeah, right, correct. It's a big thing, but it's not the only thing that people think is the thing. Okay? I hope you're getting me. I mean, other there are other ways to the divine. It's not like a textbook thing or something that you meditate and it's gonna happen. You're gonna find God. You're gonna connect with God. No, there's so much more. Half of you just don't want to even connect to God. I see many spiritual seekers, they are not really seeking. And sometimes they are spiritual seekers when they are not seeking. But some spiritual seekers who term them as spiritual seekers are not really seekers because they are not seeking. They think they are seeking. Yeah. And then there are others who are not seeking anything. And they don't know yet that they are spiritual seekers. Yeah. Why am I talking like this today? I just hope it makes sense to you. I hope so. So Kaliyuga holds a lot of meaning for spiritual seekers. So it's like it helps them to transmute dark, okay? And somebody who's on a spiritual path will know it, okay? You can really use your fears and push them into stillness. Okay? You can use your panic attacks, anxiety, push them into stillness. You will find it. It's something to be experienced. Yeah. And it is just one of the things. There are a whole lot of other aspects that you can really do work upon. Okay. So yeah, the more the dark, the more they can transmute into light. Yeah, this is the point I really want to make. Okay, and especially for somebody who is in feminine energies, it's like she likes dark. Okay, she likes dark things because that just helps to open up her third eye. The more the dark, the more difficult it is to see, the more the chaos it is, the more she is able to see. Okay, the more her eyes develop, and yeah, when things are very orderly and perfect, we kind of find it boring, and we cannot really do much among that, and our human creativity and everything just goes down to like dull. It becomes very dull, right? So we need dark, all right? We need chaos at times. I mean, maybe almost all the times. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I've written one more again, a point which is very beautiful. So when everybody is good, then it's easy to be good, isn't it? जब सब लोग हैं ही अच्छे तो कितना इजी है ना अच्छे बने रहना. लेकिन जब देर इज़ लॉट ऑफ डार्कनेस अराउंड यू, जब डार्कनेस ज़्यादा हो जाती है, then what you choose to be, now that's something that's really different, isn't it? And real growth really happens in dark. Okay, the real growth really happens in dark. Acha, yeah, so what is the use, like why universe is doing all these cycles? Okay, it does all these cycles of, Satyuga, kaliyuga, treta, dwapar, silver, gold, iron, bronze, all these ages. Why does it do that? So because um, it's a kind of a way of pushing you. Okay, some souls are going to shine more in Kali Yuga. Some spiritual seekers who have really been doing the work since many lifetimes or whatever, you may find that they will, their growth might accelerate in Kali Yuga. Then there would be some people whose growth might accelerate in Dwapar, in Treta, or in Satyuga. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So every soul is different, okay, and every yuga, every cycle provides you a different kind of a shift of energies, okay, around the planet, so as for you to think or evolve, to choose. Okay, yeah, these cycles are an opportunity for all of us to move. Why more dark appears in Kali Yuga? Why do you think more dark appears in Kali Yuga? Why do you think that happens? Why there is more dark in Kali Yuga, more than darkness in other yugas. So, yes, it as I told you in the beginning, how it is exponential. We collectively manifesting it. So, it's like, it's a chain. Okay, we are moving into that chain. You are passing on that traumas to, generations after generations, to even, people on your sideways. Okay, to also people in, generations after generations, you're doing that. So one day it comes to a point where it has at a brink. Okay, and gods are like, now wait a minute, we cannot let them, pass more than this. And with all compassion and mercy, they try to intervene, you know in certain yugas. Okay, in especially in Kali Yuga, they intervene, and then things happen what they happen. But what humanity has done to itself is that they think that God is their only savior. That is, how damsel in distress, the Disney movie, somewhere humanity thinks like that for itself, that it is always gods who are going to save them. वो वो बच्चा नहीं होता जो सब खराब कर देता है. And then he's like, यार अब मैं इसका क्या करूँ, like, he goes on to his teachers, and he goes on to his parents and stuff like that. Tell me, like, what to do. I don't know why this is so funny. Universe can be really funny at times. I don't know. So yeah, humanity thinks like that. That, I mean, I also included humanity. I don't think like that. I mean, of course, I mean, maybe I thought, yeah, maybe I thought like that, but eventually I learned through it. Yeah, eventually I learned through it. So yeah, but in the very first place, आपने रायता ही क्यों फैलाया? You know, I mean, yeah, like maybe gods must be having their own life and they must be chilling, and we are like, raita failure, come and save us. It's just so funny also. I don't know. I don't know if you've really seen people passing on their traumas to other people or not. I have seen it. I have deeply felt it. How people do that, how we collectively manifest it. I have seen people, while talking, they are not talking, their traumas are talking. Yes, it is very generational. It is very much sideways. Okay, like your people were not in your families, people were not in. I'm having a whole lot of disruptions. I don't know why these days. So, yeah, I have seen people, their traumas are talking, their fears, their insecurities are talking, they are not talking. It's like I can see who they really are, but they identify themselves with their fears, their insecurities, their traumas. And as an empath, I have always felt very pity for these kind of people. Like they are doing bad to me and I'm feeling pity ki, Arey, he doesn't even know who he is or who she is. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The more it's like, rather than feeling bad and rather than reacting, I always found it like little troubling that people are so unintelligent, honestly. Yeah, I'm so fearful. I mean, I'm having all sympathies for Ravana. Like, why did he gain so much ego after attaining so much wisdom? I think it's like no excuse, dude. I mean, it's just so. When you become spiritually aware, the more and more you see that, the more you see the world, the more you think that you are intelligent, and it just becomes difficult to look for the ground, honestly. When you attain wisdom, it's really difficult to attain and ground yourself, but it becomes so important at the end of the day, is what I'm learning. I mean, in bad times, pain used to ground me and I used to do the work, my spiritual work, but now it's other ways. And now it's like, now they're like, I am quite happy within myself. My external reality is not that very good right now. I mean, as a as a, as according to people around me. But for me, I'm happy now. Okay. So yeah, but now I am finding it difficult to ground myself. Okay, it's just like that. So before, pain was doing that grounding work for me, but now I'm feeling like I need an object to ground myself. Okay, because I'm happy, and happiness makes you float. I don't want to float. I mean, I want to float, but in connection with the ground. So yeah, I'm finding troubles with that. I'll figure out. And I don't want to get into my spiritual ego for sure, but it's really, I'm having all sympathies for Ravana. I mean, it's just, when you become more spiritually aware, you really find that everyone is such a donkey. You really find that. And you feel pity too, also. And yes, I mean, of course, there are other people out there who are. Yeah, so I was saying there are other people out there too who are more spiritually aware. I mean, of course, it's like, I know there are a whole lot of people who are so, who have done greater work in their level of consciousness. you know. So yeah, but yeah, learning to bow down in front of them really kills my spiritual ego, if I have any. Like, I don't want to have any, you know. So yeah, I make it a point to bow down in front of, you know, people. I, actually, I was seeing this Shiv Shakti that is coming nowadays in colors. So I kind of watched a scene in that where so Parvati Mata, she, okay, so people who are not like, let me give you a context. This is a Hindu mythology stories that I'm trying to, you know, talk about. So you know Shiv Parvati, they are both a very beautiful couple, and beautiful in a sense because they have done so much work on themselves, and they are such a beautiful couple in that sense, and their level of consciousness is so great, so great. I mean, when I look at those stories, it's so inspiring on a serious note. So I mean, Parvati Mata and Shivji have a rift between them, all right? And it's like, yeah, some kind of a rift happens between them. It's just a bit. And then Parvati Mata goes down to earth, okay? And she, like, she's trying to roam around earth and everything, and she founds a blind couple, okay? Both of them, the wife, the husband, both are blind, and they are doing their puja, and you know, they so Parvati Mother looks at them and sees that how, you know, the kind of trust they have between themselves. So she kinds of learns from human beings, all right, like the kind of love and trust they have. And then she realizes a mistake, and then she goes back and she says that I trust you. She says to her husband Shiva that I trust you and everything. So yeah, all these, you know, the wisdom. Yeah, I think Ravana was just a step away from, you know, sometimes wisdom can really kill your ego, okay? Certain kinds of wisdom can really kill your ego. I wish Ravana wouldn't have known that, would have known the wisdom of, you know, how we all learn from each other, and how we are all just one energy, you know, and spirit moves through us, you know. And sometimes we can learn from and sometimes a god can learn from a human, and sometimes human can learn from ant, you know. So yeah, these kind of wisdoms really kills your ego. You cannot even think of, you know, such stuff. Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful and greater than universal secrets, universal wisdoms. I really found my peace in that. I really do found my peace in that. Yeah, and I wish I can just give that to everyone around me. I always wish that. I've always wished that. Yeah, it's just so great sharing it with you all. Yeah. So where were we? What I was talking? Oh God, I think I was, why dark appears more in Kaliyuga. I think I explained that. You know, it goes exponentially, right? And then is there anything else? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with the video. Now, yeah, I'm done with the video. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section any of your experiences with what I said today in the video. And also, I would also really like to mention that whatever is said in this video, I have said it from my own level of consciousness. ठीक है, जो मेरा चेतना का स्तर है, मैंने उसी से बात करी है, जैसे मैंने चीज़ों को समझा है, you know. तो या And if anybody wants to give me a bigger perspective, or maybe say that something is not right about it or something like that, I am more than happy to receive your inputs. All right, do share it. Sorry for the voice. Do share it, and comment down below, like the video. All right, thank you.